On a cold winter morning, you really need to get your batteries charged, and that brings us to part 3 of the 3-part series that we have been doing so far. We want to thank you for watching part 1 and part 2. If you already haven't seen it, you can do that by clicking on the information icon on your screens. The link of those videos are also available in the description box down below. Today we are going to talk about battery power and cars that are battery driven and that are going to be seen in 2022. Without much ado, let's skip to the good part. This is Shishir and you're watching Car Saathi. For the first time in its portfolio, Maruti Suzuki will add an all-electric vehicle. We have seen it being test driven and driven all around India, and this is what it looks like in spy shots. Toyota is not very far behind and will name its electric hatchback as the High Rider. Both of these cars are good for 100 or 150 kilometer range, but we don't know because nothing has been confirmed so far. If that range is insufficient, we might see Hyundai bring in another vehicle that will go up against the Tata Altroz. If rumors are to be believed, the Tata Altroz EV will have the same specifications as the Tata Punch. We would like to see that happen. We've already seen the Hyundai Kona, but Hyundai is ready to bring in another product that will sit right below the Kona in the form of the Ioniq 5. We've seen a few pictures, we've seen it do a few rounds in India as well. It's good for a 400 kilometer range. And we will also see a facelifted version of the Hyundai Kona. But if you're looking for an electric luxury car, look no further because BMW has two options for you, one in the form of the all-new Mini Cooper SE and the i3. The Mini Cooper SE will be driven by a 36.2 kilowatt battery that is good for 250 odd kilometers. The power figures are 184 and 270 Newton meter of torque, whereas the i3 is driven by a 37.9 kilowatt battery that produces 102 and 250 Newton meter of torque that is good for 250 odd kilometers. We know what the Nexon is all about, but what about a Nexon Coupe? Tata is planning to launch an all-new Nexon Coupe that may just be an electric vehicle that will share the same specifications of the Nexon EV. Then again, it will go up against the likes of the XUV 300. It is essentially an electric version of the XUV 300. But Mahindra is planning to launch another SUV, and this one is going to be a smaller sibling of the XUV 300 in the form of the eKUV 100. With its ever expanding portfolio, Tata may introduce the all-new Sierra in the portfolio, but this time around the Sierra is going to be an all-electric vehicle. We genuinely hope that it looks like the concept that Tata has been showcasing all this while. MG Motors is ready to introduce the ZS Facelift Ev. Now this is the old generation car that we have at the moment. We've already seen the Asta. It looks great inside out. We hope that MG is able to do something similar to the ZS EV as well. The ZS EV will go up against the likes of the Skoda Enyaq. That's right, we've been hearing about the Enyaq for a while, but 2022 looks like the year that Skoda is bringing 6 new models, except the one that we are seeing, like the Slavia, in March, but that's not an electric vehicle. The first electric in its lineup would be the Enyaq. Mercedes-Benz has decided to bring in the EQA and the EQB. While both of these are powered by same battery capacities, the power delivery as well as the kilometer range is substantially different in both of these. The EQA will go up against the likes of the XC40 Recharge from Volvo. Volvo has also decided to bring in the XC60 Recharge, but this is in combination and conjunction with a petrol 2-liter pot. For some of us, the I-Pace may be a bit of a stretch, and Jaguar is expected to bring the E-Pace to India in 2022. The E-Pace will go up against the likes of the EQC from the Mercedes-Benz portfolio and the iX3 from BMW. We recently did a review of the all-new Bmw Ix. If you have missed it, you can take a look at that by clicking on the information icon on your screens, the link of which is also available in the description box down below. Please take a look at that. We are not here to talk about those variants. We are here to talk about the M version of the iX, which is the M60, the most powerful electric M60 car to be ever produced by BMW. It is good for 619 HP and a ground-shattering 1100 Newton meter of torque. With its 111.5 kilowatt battery, it is still good for a 500 kilometer range, which is commendable for a behemoth of its size. One thing worth mentioning here is that it is capable of changing colors. That is not just a BMW first, it is a world first. The BMW iX will go up against the likes of the Tesla Model X. BMW will also bring in the i4, which is the next logical thing to do after the iX in India, and the power figures of the i4 are almost similar to that of the EQE from Mercedes-Benz. But what has caught our fancy and attention is the Mercedes-Benz Vision Eqxx, which is good for 1,000 kilometer range. But we will have you told that this is not going to make it into production, unfortunately. Even when it's one of the most good looking concept cars out there, you can still make do with the BMW i8 facelift that is coming your way in 2022. It may not be as exciting as the Eqxx, but it is still a rather good looking car. That, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of another episode, part 3, and the end of this series. What do you think about it? Do let us know in the comments box down below. Do also let us know what kind of cars you would have liked to see in 2022. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. For those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to never miss an update when we make a brand new upload of exclusive and interesting content like this. Until next time, this is your host Shishir signing off. Take care.